and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is your favorite show, Daily Calls, a show that addresses all your stock-related queries. Now, in case you're watching this show for the first time, we will be flashing our WhatsApp number. This is where you can send in all your questions regarding the stocks in your portfolio, any stock that has come afresh onto your radar. Of course, the markets are in a downturn and a lot of people are worried about the red that they are seeing in their portfolio. So worry not. Speak to top market experts who come onto our show and get the right strategies for yourself as well. Well, we already have a lot of our viewers joining in, but let's introduce our top guest on the show with us right now. We have Mr. Raghavendra Singh joining in. He's a market expert. Warm welcome to you, Raghavendra, and thank you so much for taking the time out. Yet again, season's greetings to you. Do tell us, are you seeing any signs of bottoming out in the markets right now?
Sakshi, very good afternoon. Sakshi, there is no sign of, there is no sign of recovery in the market right now because we have seen a very huge and brutal sell-off by the FIIs, and there is no any sign of recovery in, index. Any day we are seeing some kind of upside that used to be, sell on higher side. So market is completely on sell on rise. Now we are looking for some, good news coming from, government and maybe some other sector that there is some GST cutting and maybe some other thing. So I'm expecting that kind of, good news in Diwali. But abhi to filhal bilkul nahi lag raha hai aisa. I think it will take some time to, recover from this level. But still, Nifty has a very strong base around 24,000. तो एक बार ये मुझे लगता है वहां एक बेस बनेगा, उसके बाद फिर रिवर्सल है. बट अभी जो है बाजार में, लेकिन ये भी है कि इस लेवल पे बेचना जो है थोड़ा सा रिस्की है साक्षी. So I am completely avoiding sell at this point of time.
Okay, got it. So that's the strategy on the markets right now. We have a whole host of our viewers joining in. So let me just welcome them all. Avnish Chaudhary, Imtiaz Ahmed, Samvid Nageshwar, Ankur Modi, Mr. Bala Subramanian, all of them are joining in with their questions. Warm welcome and thank you so much for already writing into us. We'll straight away diving into your questions. First, let's take Avnish's question. This is on IRIDA. And he says that I have bought the stock at 280. कहाँ पर मैं एवरेज कर सकता हूँ इरिडा का शेयर, ये जानना चाहते हैं आपसे राघवेंद्र.
इरिडा का शेयर एक्चुअली बहुत लोगों के पास है, नो डाउट. इरिडा ने या फिर रेलवे स्टॉक्स ने बहुत ज्यादा डिसअपॉइंट किया. नॉट इवन ओनली यही सेक्टर, मैक्सिमम स्टॉक ने, रिलायंस अगर सब में, तो मेरे हिसाब से बेस जो है ये ब्रेक कर चुका है 220 का. 220 का जो डिमांड होता है वो ब्रेक होकर के उसके नीचे है. तो अभी यहाँ पे एवरेज करने की राय नहीं दूंगा. वेट कीजिए, 180 190 के रेंज में आता है, वहां थोड़ा ले सकते हैं. अदरवाइज ऑलरेडी आपके पास हाई लेवल पे है, तो इंतजार कीजिए अपसाइड जाने का पहले.
ओके, गॉट इट. चलिए, सुमित गोयल हमारे साथ फोन लाइन पर जुड़े हैं, सीधा उनके पास चलते हैं. नई दिल्ली से है सुमित. गुड आफ्टरनून. टेल मी व्हाट्स योर क्वेश्चन. सुमित, आर यू एबल टू हियर अस? Sumit, go on with your question.
Yes. Sakshi, the question is from the three newly listed stocks, Brainbees, Indegene and Cello World, if I have to make a fresh entry for a 1 year perspective, which one would be the best bet?
Okay, out of the three recently listed companies, Brainbees, which is the parent company of First Cry, Indegene and Cello World, these are the three companies you've picked and you want to take a fresh entry. You have a 1 year perspective. Any of these new stocks that Raghavendra ji you would recommend? These are all recently listed companies.
साक्षी जी, डेफिनेटली मैं इस समय बिल्कुल राय नहीं दूंगा इन कंपनियों में निवेश करने के लिए. थोड़ा सा वेट कीजिए, मुझे लगता है देन यू कैन एंटर. For me, it is completely avoid this time.
Absolutely. सुमित जी, ये ध्यान रखिए, जिस तरीके से राघवेंद्र जी ने बताया आपको कि लगातार अभी बाजार जो है एक डाउन ट्रेंड में है. पिछले 3 हफ्तों से हम लगातार एक वीकनेस देख रहे हैं और हो सकता है ये वीक भी एक लगातार 4th वीक हो जब बाजार में आपको गिरावट दिखेगी. इस डाउन ट्रेंड में अगर कहीं पर भी हमने एक सॉलिस देखा है बाजार में, जब भी बाउंस आया है वो ज़्यादातर लार्ज कैप कंपनियों से आया है, इस्टेब्लिश्ड कंपनियों से आया है, भले ही वो आईटी क्षेत्र से हों, बैंकिंग क्षेत्र से हों। इन टॉप कंपनीज के ऊपर फिर भी आप एक बार सोच सकते हैं कि गिरावट में भी जो कंपनियां बहुत ज़्यादा नुकसान आपको नहीं पहुंचाएंगी, लेकिन जो न्यूली लिस्टेड कंपनीज हैं उनको थोड़ा सेटल होने दीजिए। इस गिरावट में टेम्प्ट मत होइए अगर वो थोड़ा सा आपको डीपर करेक्शन दे रहे हैं अपने आईपीओ प्राइस से कि वहां पर आप निवेश करें, तो ये चीज़ का आप ज़रूर ध्यान रखें। अगला सवाल लेते हैं, ये संवित नागेश्वर का सवाल है। ही सेइंग डॉक्टर रेड्डीज इज गोइंग टू स्प्लिट ऑन मंडे, सो वेदर देयर इज एनी चांस ऑफ इंक्रीजिंग इन प्राइस फ्रॉम द करंट लेवल्स। आई बीन होल्डिंग द स्टॉक एट एन एवरेज प्राइस ऑफ 6809 रुपीज पर शेयर, व्हाट वुड बी द एडवाइस? डॉक्टर रेड्डीज पर क्या सलाह देना चाहेंगे?
डॉक्टर रेड्डीज देखिए ऑलरेडी मुझे लगता है 300-400 रुपए नीचे आ चुका है स्प्लिट की अनाउंसमेंट के बाद, एंड आफ्टर द स्प्लिट देयर विल बी ह्यूज सप्लाई ऑफ डिलीवरी स्टॉक, बिकॉज जिसके पास एक है वो चार हो जाएंगे। तो मेरे हिसाब से अभी जो है यहाँ पे एग्जिट करना, क्योंकि स्प्लिट के बाद मुझे नहीं लगता कि बहुत ज्यादा कोई अपसाइड आएगा और जो है नीचे जा सकता है। तो एक स्टॉप लॉस आप दिमाग में लेकर चलेंगे, आपको 6400 रुपए 65 रुपए का स्टॉप लॉस लगाना है, वहां तक होल्ड करना है।
ओके, गॉट इट। इम्तियाज अहमद हमें लिखते हैं, प्लीज सजेस्ट एंट्री लेवल्स इन EMBDL। ये स्टॉक है इक्विनॉक्स इंडिया डेवलपमेंट्स का और ये स्टॉक लगातार डाउन ट्रेंड में है। पिछले 5 दिनों में देख लें, 1 महीने में देख लें, 6 महीनों में देख लें, 1 साल भर में देख लें, इस स्टॉक ने आपको एक नेगेटिव ट्रेंड दिया है। और फिलहाल अगर हम देखें ये स्टॉक जो है 116 के आसपास ट्रेड कर रहा है। क्या आप ये ट्रैक करते हैं स्टॉक इक्विनॉक्स, और क्या यहाँ पर सलाह बनती है किसी ऐसे स्टॉक ने जिसने पूरे साल भर में अंडर परफॉर्म किया है?
साक्षी जी बिल्कुल सही कह रही हैं आप, अभी ये स्टॉक एकदम डाउन ट्रेंड में है, बट अगर आप देखेंगे मंथली और डेली चार्ट, अभी ये डिमांड जोन में है। सो 116 110 ये रेंज ऐसा है जहां पे कि आप डेफिनेटली इस स्टॉक को ऐड कर सकती हैं। 100 रुपए का स्टॉप लॉस लगाइए। 140 का लेवल है जो कि ये पिछले 2022 का हाई था, तो वहां पे एक बार जाने के चांसेस हैं। तो मेरे हिसाब से 150 तक जा सकता है, वेट करिए और इस स्टॉक को ऐड कीजिए यहाँ पे।
ओके, गॉट इट। तो चलिए यहाँ पर भी आपको राय मिल चुकी हैं। हमारे साथ एक कॉलर हैं आदित्य साहू। मिस्टर साहू नमस्कार, कैसे हैं आप? पूछिए अपना सवाल।
सर मेरे पास 20,000 रुपये हैं और मैं कंफ्यूज हूँ सर कि ट्रांसफार्मर एंड रेक्टिफायर इंडिया लिमिटेड मुझे अभी मतलब खरीदना है JSW इंफ्रा से।
अच्छा, दोनों में से चॉइस है आपके पास, आप 20,000 रुपये डालना चाहते हैं किसी भी एक स्टॉक में, ट्रांसफॉर्मर्स एंड रेक्टिफायर्स इंडिया या फिर JSW इंफ्रा। चार्ट्स देखकर बताइए राघवेंद्र जी कहाँ पर हम यहाँ निवेश करने की सलाह दे सकते हैं?
JSW इंफ्रा, कंप्लीटली JSW इंफ्रा में निवेश करिए, बने रहिए स्टॉक में। 290 रुपए के भाव के आसपास है। 20,000 रुपए आप सर इसमें डाल सकते हैं और इस स्टॉक को भूल जाइएगा, लेकर के रोज रोज देखते मत रहिएगा। आप 2 साल के बाद हम बात करेंगे जब स्टॉक डबल हो चुका रहेगा।
क्या बात है। तो अगर आपको अपने स्टॉक को डबल देखना है तो आज पैसा डाल दीजिए, भूल जाइए, 1 साल के बाद वापस इस शो पर आइए और राघवेंद्र जी से बातचीत करें और हम आपसे तब पार्टी भी ज़रूर लेंगे। आदित्य जी, चलिए अगला सवाल लेते हैं। ये अंकुर मोदी का सवाल है और ये पूछना चाह रहे हैं बैंक ऑफ महाराष्ट्र पर 43 के लेवल्स पर लिया है और पूछना चाह रहे हैं कि लगातार यहाँ पर क्यों गिरावट देखने को मिल रही है। PSU स्पेस एज अ होल काफ़ी डाउन ट्रेंड में है, लेकिन आज अगर आप देखेंगे तो PSU बैंक्स में एक तेज़ी हाई है, 1% तक के आसपास का मूव है। PNB इसे लीड कर रहा है, यूको बैंक, BOB। देखते हैं कि बैंक ऑफ महाराष्ट्र भी कहाँ पर यहाँ पर प्लेस्ड है, क्या वहाँ पर भी तेज़ी देखने को मिल रही है? नहीं, आज यहाँ 0.25% तक का फॉल है, जबकि इंडेक्स एज अ होल ऊपर है। बैंक ऑफ महाराष्ट्र में क्या सजेस्ट करना चाहेंगे?
साक्षी देखिए, बैंक ऑफ महाराष्ट्र ऑलरेडी 67 से 50 रुपए आ चुका है, तो 17-18 रुपए तो हम नीचे ऑलरेडी आ चुके हैं। तो मुझे लगता है कि यहाँ पे बेचने का कुछ मतलब नहीं है, यहाँ पे आप और ऐड कर सकते हैं। स्टॉक जो है बहुत तेज, मुझे लगता है कि 2000 ये भी अगले साल जो बजट हमारा आएगा 1 फरवरी को, उसके बाद ये जितने भी PSU स्टॉक्स हैं उसमें एक अच्छी खासी रैली आ सकती है। तो बिल्कुल बने रहिए और होल्ड कीजिए।
All right, let's take the next caller. This is Manoj from Vizag. Hi Manoj, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Tell me.
Yeah, I have 60 shares of KPIT Tech. with an average price of 1050, So I'm just wondering, should I add more or should I just wait for further fall
Yes.
down or should I exit from the count?
Right, absolutely. KPIT Tech has actually seen a fall in today's trading session as well, and this is after the company's management, after the earnings, has indicated that they are looking at the lower end of the growth when it comes to their guidance on the top line, which is 18 to 22%, and they could be looking at an 18% growth. And that cautious stance has perhaps led to this fall. We were speaking to the management as well, but they are pretty confident of the recovery happening going forward in the long term. This is in the interim that they believe could be as seen as a pain point right now. Bought at 1050, what would be your advice be, since the price is still very far away from the current levels, and they bought it Manoj has bought it at an attractive price point and still is sitting on profits despite a 20% correction in the last 3 months.
Sakshi, this is one of the best IT company I can say. So if he has bought it at the lower level, hold it. Don't sell it in this panic. If your price comes again, then buy it again. I'll just suggest buy it again. 1350, 1360 is the level where from where it can take a U-turn. So I'm expecting a sharp bounce from this level. So definitely one can buy it and hold it again till 17, 1800 because this is the short term pain. So I'm not expecting this pain to extend more than 2 to 3 days.
ओके गॉट इट. चलिए अगला सवाल लेते हैं. ये काव्या का सवाल है. शी सेज आई ऑलवेज अप्रिशिएट योर प्रेजेंस राघवेंद्र सर ऑन द शो. Thank you so much for coming in. Please tell me which stock is better between Pondi Oxides and Gravita. I want to invest for long term as well, and can I continue to accumulate Antony waste that you suggested?
So ग्रेविटा आई नो ग्रेविटा साक्षी मुझे याद है 500-600 रुपए के आसपास रिकमेंड किया था. आज 2500 के आसपास है. अभी भी बोलता हूँ 5000-6000 का भाव इसका आएगा ग्रेविटा का. तो मुझे लगता है कि अभी भी यहाँ पे आप इसको एक्यूमुलेट कर सकते हैं. बड़ा बड़ा इनका यूनिक बिजनेस है बैटरी में, रिसाइकल में. एंड AWSCL आप फिर से एंटनी वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट आप बाई कर सकते हैं. आप यहाँ पे इसको और ऐड कर सकती हैं क्योंकि दोनों के टारगेट बहुत लंबे हैं. तो जैसे ही नीचे मिलता है आप बाई कीजिए और होल्ड कीजिए.
Okay. Sindhu Ramdas is writing in from Bangalore. She says, I have bought Kiri Industries on the advice of Raghavendra sir on the show. I am on slight profits right now. Should I continue to hold, Raghavendra ji?
बिल्कुल होल्ड करना है मैम. डोंट सेल इट. माय टारगेट इज बिगर देन व्हाट यू कैन एक्सपेक्ट. So I just suggest hold it because this company is going to be a debt free company in next 1 year. So I'll just suggest if you can add at this level, add again and hold it. My target is more than 1000 rupees. So hold it.
Okay, hold on to Kiri Industries. 1000 plus targets will come in. This is the channel where you've heard Raghavendra ji talk about Kiri Industries. You can come back again when you're celebrating higher profits and congratulate him and thank him also for his advice right there. Let's take the next caller with us. Roshan is now joining in. Hi Roshan, good afternoon. Where are you calling from?
Yeah, hi ma'am, good afternoon. I'm from Bangalore.
Hi, tell me.
Yeah, like I have invested like 2000 shares in Tata Steel. Like I can hold this shares or just for long term.
Okay, Tata Steel is something that you bought at 151. How long should you be holding on to? 2000 is the quantity of shares that you are holding on. Raghavendra ji, I remember you have talked about the metal space and the outperformance in the coming year is what you expect. Is Tata Steel a good space to be in?
Absolutely. This is the demand zone. And I think there is a multiple support, triple bottom, 150, 145 levels. Accumulate it at this point of time. Keep a stop loss of 142 for the target of 170, 175, maybe within 2 or 3 months.
Okay, got it. So that's the view that's coming in. Vinod Chaudhary is now writing into us. She says, hello Sakshi ma'am, thank you so much for doing this for all of us retail investors. Love your show. Thank you so much Vinod ji for writing into us. I'm glad that the entire team of Business Today Television through daily calls along with our top guests are able to help you out in the journey of investments in stock markets. Your favorite stock, Raghavendra ji, Supriya Life Sciences is something that he wants to know on. These are his Supriya Life Sciences, Morpan Labs and Anant Raj are his shortlisted stocks also. Where can you ask him to take a fresh entry?
Supriya Life Science definitely a good buy at this point of time. We recommended around 300, 350 level, now trading at 550 in spite of 5 to 10% correction in index, but still stock has corrected only 10% from the top level. So I think stock is still in the buy zone. One can definitely buy at this point of time. And apart from that, Supriya Life Science and one more stock, Morpan Lab. Morpan
Morpan
Lab is,
Labs.
Morpan Labs, the structure is quite weak, so I'm not expecting a huge upside from this level. But this is not the selling zone. If you can keep a stop loss of 7 to 8 rupees, and if you can take a risk of 8 rupees, you can definitely buy it for the target of 85 and 90 rupees in the short term, 120 rupees in the long term.
Okay. Om from Bhubaneswar writes in, I want to invest in Bajaj Housing Finance. At what level should I take an entry? I have a 5 to 6 year time horizon. So when should I take an entry here? Recently listed stock from the Bajaj Group.
If you want to invest in housing finance company, you can take a loan from take a loan from Bajaj Housing and buy a purchase a flat rather than investing in Bajaj Housing, because in the next 5 to 6 years, I'm not expecting any huge and multi-bagger result means return in this stock. 250, 260 level is a reasonable level where I can expect in next 3 to 4 years. So it will take time this stock to become multi-bagger, because it is quite expensive, but it will take time, to settle down on the pricing and all the fundamentals. So avoid this stock. If you want to hold it for long term, take few, quantity with the stocks of 120 rupees.
Okay, got it. So I hope this has answered your question. Next, we have Shahid Kapoor writing in. He says, is it a good time to enter SBI Life Insurance? How would you look at the insurance space and SBI
Shahid
Life?
Kapoor.
शाहिद कपूर जी आपको देख रहे हैं इस शो
शाहिद
के
का
द्वारा जी
अच्छा, वो जो 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 एक्टर है बॉलीवुड के, अच्छा वो लोग भी हम हमारा शो देखते हैं.
उन्होंने फोटोग्राफ भी उन्हीं की लगाई है तो मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि वही पूछ रहे हैं
वेरी गुड. सो इनका स्टॉक कौन सा है मैम? एसबीआई लाइफ.
एसबीआई लाइफ इंश्योरेंस.
एसबीआई लाइफ देखिए शाहिद जी, स्टॉक तो अच्छा है नो डाउट, और अभी स्टॉक ने जो अच्छा खासा मोमेंट दिया है डाउन साइड में. सो अभी ये स्टॉक 1900 2000 से 1600 पे आ चुका है. सो आरएसआई स्टॉकिस्टिक्स भी ओवरसोल्ड जोन में है. तो मेरे हिसाब से स्टॉक जो है अभी थोड़ा सा और स्लिप यहाँ से हो सकता है 50-60 रुपए. अगर आप 50-60 रुपए का रिस्क ले सकते हैं तो बिल्कुल यहाँ बाई कीजिए, होल्ड कीजिए स्टॉक को. एक रिकवरी आएगी 1800 तक, वहां पे देखते हैं फिर क्या करना है. लेकिन एक तो मुझे लगता है यहाँ से बाई बनता है, बिल्कुल बाई कीजिए.
Okay, got it. We have a WhatsApp query. This is from Himanshu from Palghar. He says, I had purchased Midhani shares on June 4th at the rate of 399. What should I do now on Midhani? Any suggestion here, Raghavendra ji?
मेधानी मेरे हिसाब से अभी इसको मिस्टर धातु को होल्ड करना चाहिए. स्टॉक तो अच्छा है नो डाउट, थोड़ा स्टॉक अभी निचले स्तरों पे है. सो बिल्कुल होल्ड कीजिए. 300 रुपए का स्टॉप लॉस लगाइए 370 375 की.
ओके गॉट इट. कमलेश जी आपसे बोलते हैं, हाय राघवेंद्र सर नमस्ते. HBL पावर 200 शेयर्स खरीदे हैं 63 के लेवल पर, कवच सिस्टम होगा या नहीं, तो ये पूछना चाह रहे हैं आपसे राघवेंद्र जी.
HBL पावर बहुत अच्छा हम लोगों ने रिकमेंड किया था, बहुत अच्छा. अभी स्टॉक ऊपर आ चुका है और अभी मुझे लगता है ये स्टॉक में बने रहिए. इस स्टॉक से निकलने की कोई जल्दी नहीं है. अभी अगर आप यहाँ पे इसको ऐड कर सकते हैं तो बिल्कुल ऐड कीजिए. मुझे लगता है कि 540 550 ये डिमांड जोन है. RSI स्टॉकिस्टिक्स रिवर्सल मोड में है, थोड़ा बहुत डिप आ सकता है बिकॉज मार्केट डिप में है. सो नीचे आए तो घबराइए मत, होल्ड कीजिए स्टॉक को, बहुत जल्द मिलेगा आपको आउटपुट.
ओके नेक्स्ट बाला सुब्रमण्यम जी लिखते हैं, शैल आई बाय हिंडाल्को फॉर अ स्विंग ट्रेड टुडे? ऑफ कोर्स द स्टॉक इज डाउन and Raj, reason for this is about because of the results that we have seen in the US of a related company Constellium shipments that's fallen because of the poor performance, and that has dragged the sentiments. Although Hindalco has improved from the lower levels today, it's still down by about 4.6%. Is any swing trade in the way?
डेफिनेटली वन कैन बाय सर, आप बिल्कुल बाय कर सकते हैं यहाँ पे स्विंग ट्रेड के लिए। 10 से 16 रुपए तक मुझे मिलेगा। मुझे लगता है कि 697 698 तक मिलना चाहिए।
ओके
स्टॉक जो है बिल्कुल आप इसको जो है अभी यहाँ बाई कर लीजिए। आवरली चार्ट पे ओवरसोल्ड है और यहाँ से रिवर्सल लेगा, तो बाई करना है। स्टॉप लॉस लगाना है 680 का, बिल्कुल बाई कीजिए।
खरीद लीजिए स्विंग ट्रेड के लिए मिस्टर बालासुब्रमण्यम। दैट्स द व्यू दैट्स कमिंग इन फॉर यू। We have a caller with us. Vinod is now with us on the phone line. Hi Vinod, good afternoon. You're from Hyderabad. What's your question?
Good afternoon, Sakshiman. Thanks for doing this show, and good
Thank you so
afternoon,
much.
Raghavendra sir. So I just want an entry level on Anant Raj as well as Natco Pharma in this particular fall.
Okay, Natco Pharma and Anant Raj.
Yeah, I do have 50-50 quantity of each, but
Okay.
I want to average.
You want to average these two stocks. All right. 38 current levels for Natco Pharma. It's been a recent outperformer in the leg of the rally that we had seen. And Anant Raj from the real estate pack, which is up 0.5% even in this declining market. How are you looking at these two stocks, Raghavendra ji?
Anant Pharma, Natco Pharma
Anant
is
Raj
looking
and
good.
Natco Pharma.
Natco Pharma is trading around 1342. So I'll suggest to buy at this level with the stop loss of 1325, 1300 and hold it. And Anant Raj is also looking good. मुझे लगता है ये स्टॉक भी बहुत तेजी से यहाँ से रिवर्स लेगा. So Anant Raj and Natco
Natco
Pharma
Pharma.
both is buy at this point of time.
Okay, you can average these two stocks at this current level, Vinod ji. That's the view that Raghavendra ji has shared with you. You can go ahead and average out your positions. Let's take the next question. This is from Vishwas Sharma. He says, hi Raghavendra sir, I'm a big fan of yours. Could you please suggest between KFin Tech or KPIT Tech, which one should I go for? KFin Tech is again from the back-end company of stocks, mutual funds, and KPIT Tech we do know is an automobile space focused tech company.
I think KPIT Tech and KFin Tech
KFin Tech.
both are into the different segment. And KFin Tech, I think trading around 960. Stock has broken the lower level, so I'm expecting again 900 level to touch maybe within a week or maybe in the next 10 days. From that level, this stock can take a U-turn. But KPIT is looking very good at this level. KPIT मुझे लगता है यहाँ बाई करना चाहिए. 1400 level है अभी, and you can keep a stop loss of 1350.
Okay, got it. नमिता अरोरा हमें लिखती हैं और कहती हैं, आई साक्षी, आई बॉट अदानी पावर एंड जुपिटर वैगन, ये सोच के कि ये दोनों मेरे पोर्टफोलियो के अनमोल रतन बनेंगे, लेकिन इन दोनों ने मेरे पोर्टफोलियो डुबा दिया है. अब मैं क्या करूं? तो नमिता जी के लिए कुछ रामबाण इलाज अदानी पावर जुपिटर वैगन्स के जो प्रकोप से अभी इनका पोर्टफोलियो झेल रहा है, इसको क्या बचा सकता है राघवेंद्र जी?
इसको चाहिए संजीवनी बूटी. संजीवनी बूटी हमारे पास है कीरी इंडस्ट्रीज. कीरी इंडस्ट्री बिल्कुल बाय कीजिए. ऐसे टाइम पे आपको एंटोनी वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट की याद आएगी. अकबर एंथोनी में से एंटोनी है हमारे पास, तो एंथोनी एंड कीरी इंडस्ट्री ये दो ले लीजिए. रही बात आपके दोनों स्टॉक की, जुपिटर वैगन कंपनी बहुत अच्छी है. मैं इस पे बाई करने की आपको राय दूंगा कि आप अगर और ऐड कर सकती हैं, बिल्कुल यहाँ पे ऐड कर लीजिए. अडानी पावर कंपनी तो अच्छी है नो डाउट, लेकिन अभी ऑलरेडी बहुत हाई वैल्यूएशन पे है, बहुत भाग चुका था, तो वहां पे ट्रैप होना तो थोड़ा मुझे लगता था सबके लिए लाजमी. बट फिलहाल ये दो स्टॉक आप ले सकती हैं. JWL अगेन.
ओके नमिता जी, आपको दो और सजेशंस दिए गए हैं, इसे तो आप रखिए ही, लेकिन दो सजेशंस जो दिए गए हैं वो आपके पोर्टफोलियो को बचा सकता है. ये राघवेंद्र जी के भरोसे पर आप इनको डेफिनेटली ले सकते हैं. अगला सरला हमें लिखती हैं, गुड आफ्टरनून, आई वांट टू बाय अमरा राजा बैटरीज फॉर नेक्स्ट 6 months. इज इट अ गुड एंट्री लेवल एट द करंट लेवल्स? अमरा राजा बैटरीज हमने एक काफ़ी अच्छा पीरियड देखा था जब ये स्टॉक्स लगातार भाग रहे थे इलेक्शंस के आसपास, जब ये पूरा स्पेस एक अप ट्रेंड में था. अभी ऑटो स्पेस में जिस तरीके का स्लो डाउन कंसर्न्स आ रहे हैं, इन सब में भी थोड़ी सी वीकनेस आई है, लेकिन क्या अभी खरीदा जा सकता है?
बैटरी डेफिनेटली मुझे लगता है सो मुझे लगता है कि स्टॉक जो है अभी भी ये अट्रैक्टिव लेवल पे है। 1260 1250 वैल्यूएशन, कंपनी बहुत अच्छी है, बहुत अच्छा बिजनेस करती है, वी नो दैट। चाहे जो भी प्रीमियम कार हो, चाहे जो भी छोटी बड़ी कार हो, सब में इनका बैटरी यूज होता है। बिल्कुल बाई कर सकती हैं आप।
बाय कर सकते हैं आप। ऑल राइट राघवेंद्र जी, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया लगातार हमारे सभी दर्शकों की प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने के लिए इस कार शो पर। आपके बहुत सारे फैंस इस शो के ज़रिए आपके साथ कनेक्ट हो पाते हैं, तो लगातार उम्मीद
थैंक यू
करते
सो
हैं
मच
कि
मैम।
आप आते रहेंगे और इसी तरीके से उन सभी को गाइड करते रहेंगे हमारे शो के ज़रिए। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। होप यू हैव अ
बहुत
फैंटास्टिक
बहुत
टाइम
धन्यवाद,
टिल द
थैंक
टाइम
यू।
वी मीट यू नेक्स्ट ऑन एयर। All right, viewers, it's time now to move on to and welcome another guest on the show to answer all your queries. We will be taking up all your questions for the next 15 minutes again. Ruchit Jain, lead research analyst at 5 Paisa, is now joining in. Hi, Ruchit. Good afternoon. Good to have you with us. Season's greetings and a very warm welcome with a happy Diwali upcoming greetings as well to you, to your team members, to your family members. We hope it turns out to be a fantastic festive season going forward from here. Tell us what is it that is on top of your mind when you see the markets which have been continuously lacking any kind of a strength to hold on to bounces, continuing to fall further down in trade. What is it that you are doing at this point in time?
Yeah, hi, very good afternoon, Sakshi. Thank you very much. And let me also first wish you and your entire team and all the viewers very happy Diwali. And hope no, the way we have seen last Diwali to this Diwali, the markets have given very good returns.
Yeah.
I hope that journey continues for next year as well. Yeah, now for the short term, what we are witnessing in the markets is a corrective phase from this all-time high, and this correction has mainly been led by FI selling. They have sold a very aggressively in the cash segment that we all know, but even in the index futures, they have formed significant short positions, and the long short ratio is still around 32% mark only. Means around 68% of the positions in the index futures are still on the short side. So there are no signs of short covering as of now. And historically, we have seen that whenever FIs sell in the cash segment and simultaneously they form short positions in the index future segment, markets go through a corrective phase. And that corrective phase gets over when they start covering these short positions. So as of now, there are no signs of such short covering. So till the data changes, I think the near-term market momentum would continue to remain a bit bearish only. The index has a good support around 24,250 to 150 zone. So that is one range where I think markets may find good support. So, but as of now, we would wait for some signs of reversal or the data to change before changing any view on the market.
Okay, got it. Let's get you to now speak to all our guests, all our viewers who are coming in with their questions for you without wasting any much time. Let's actually get in straight. We have Srinika writing in. She's from Andhra Pradesh. She says, good afternoon. I've bought Gravita at the rate of 2549. Should I hold and can I also average at the current levels? Gravita India for you.
The stock has seen a significant run up in last 6 or 7 months, and what we are seeing in this market that whichever stocks have rallied very high, very sharply, those are witnessing corrective phase. So I think there could be some short term correction in the stock, although the longer term trend remains positive. So my advice would be to continue to hold your existing positions, but do not average over here. In case if we see any kind of panic selling in the stock and stock comes around 1700, 1660 mark, no, I think those would be good levels to add more positions for the longer term. So hold existing positions, no negative signs from a long-term perspective, but just it's that short-term momentum readings were overbought, so that are just getting cooled off. If we get any panic selling towards this 1660, 1700, use that as a buying opportunity over there.
Okay, got it. Vijay Shankar writes in on the power space on Coal India and Power Grid. He wants a long term view on 3 years. Are these good stocks to invest in right now? Coal India and Power Grid.
For a longer term trend, no doubt remain positive, but I think it's just from a short to medium term perspective, we might see some time based correction happening in the stocks. There are no volume based selling, so we are not expecting any significant price wise dip. But in case if you are looking to add for longer term, so I think you can keep a time horizon of now next 1.5 to 2 months where you can use this consolidation to buy some quantity at current levels. And in case if we get any minor dips in these corrections in this consolidation, then use that as a level to average. So both the stocks from a longer term perspective looks good, but from a short term perspective, I expect some time based correction in these names.
Okay, got it. So that's the view that's coming in. Let's look at one stock before going ahead and taking the next question. Let's look at Reliance Industries. 2665 currently, and it's improving from the day's low. Let's pull up the intra chart of Reliance Industries, and I will give a view to all the viewers as to why should you be looking at Reliance Industries right now. Remember, Reliance Industries has announced that they are going to be doing a partnership with NVIDIA. You all know that NVIDIA is one of the most popularly tracked stocks in the US markets. It's a leader in the semiconductor space, a large tech company which has created a massive wealth for investors in this last 1 year, 1.5 years odd. And now Reliance and NVIDIA's partnership announcement is coming in, and this version of NVIDIA in India, which will be seen as knowledge in India, or Vidya in India will be called. Let's look at some more details as and when they come out, but you can actually see an improvement on the basis of this news flow that's coming in. We'll continue to track Reliance Industries now for you. Remember, it's been dragging from the time the AGM announcement of bonus issue came in, and the stock has really come down quite a bit from those levels. Now, whether this partnership announcement will pull back the stock again, look at it, 10.5% low is what we have seen in the last 1 month for Reliance Industries. Let's continue to follow on that news flow as well. That will be interesting to watch out for today. Arjun Reddy meanwhile has sent us a question for you, Ruchit. He says, I want to know on IRFC, I am holding about 100 shares at the price of 158. Can I hold on or should I sell and exit this stock? What would you advise?
I would recommend to hold as of now. See, most of the railway stocks have already seen a correction from their all-time highs, and the stock is trading around its is a bit oversold, has a bit oversold momentum setups. So at least wait for a pullback move towards 157 to 163. This is the range where again on pullback move the stock would face resistance. So these are not the levels where I would suggest a book loss. Hold for pullback move. If the stock comes around 157, 160, take a review again over there.
Okay, got it. Let's take the next question then. This is from Sam Nielsen. He says, hello Sakshi, at what price can I buy Hyundai? Okay, interesting one. Hyundai IPO came in. We saw a tepid listing and a softer listing, discounted listing, and the stock improved yesterday, right a day after of its listing. It's right now again down at the day's low point, about 2% lower at 1860 odd levels. So it's a good question right there. Ruchit, I know that you track the technicals, and Sam, we do know that technical analysts do need long-term charts to assess the fair price momentum. A 2-day-old stock will not actually help him to study the charts, but I'd like to ask you, Ruchit, what have you heard at your brokerage firm? Is there any research report that you've brought out at? Is Hyundai Motor going to be looking more favorable once it is now almost 100 rupees lower from its issue price? By when does it start to look attractive?
We have not covered Hyundai as of now post listing also, so don't have much view on this. But yes, within this space, if one is looking from a long term perspective, then one should look at Maruti, because the stock has a good broader uptrend, and the stock prices have corrected along with the broader markets in last 2 or 3 weeks. Now the stock will have good support around 11,000 marks. So any dip towards 11,000, 11,100 would be a good buying opportunity in Maruti within this space.
Okay, got it. So I hope, Sam, this has helped you out understanding an overall auto view. But you can come back again when our fundamental guests are there and maybe ask that question again. We have a caller with us, Momita from Kolkata, joining in on the phone line. Hi, Momita. How are you? Good afternoon.
Hi, Sakshi. I'm good. Hope you're well.
Very well. Thank you so much. Tell me, what's your question?
So, Sakshi, I wanted to check on KPIT shares. I exited the shares earlier this year, but today it's again down and seems to be attractive because of the quarter results. I was wondering if it makes sense to re-enter KPIT at this point.
Okay, got it. Well, Ruchit, would you be able to help out Momita right there? KPIT Tech, we all know, has been one of the wealth creators in the past. It has been an outperformer in the mid-cap IT space with its unique proposition of focus on the auto space at large. Now, Momita really sold it. Maybe she would have booked out profits earlier this year. But now that it's dragged about 13% lower in trade today, 14, 16, despite all the promise and the outlook that the management also came on our channel and talked about, the confidence is just not returning on the stock even now. But for someone who actually looks at long-term propositions, is 1416 a good enough price to take an entry?
I would recommend to wait for some more time. We have seen negative reactions to the numbers, and this negative reaction has been backed by very high volumes. So generally, when we see high volume-based sell-off, that stocks can tend to underperform the sector for a short to medium-term period of time. Now, on the charts, major support initially is coming around 1300 levels, and long-term support is around 1070, 1100 levels, which could be tested. So I believe that one should avoid bottom fishing over here. Let that support, the stock comes around the support where you can take a review again. But within the mid cap IT space, what we have seen that other stocks such as Coforge is there, Persistent is there, they have shown very strong reaction post their numbers. So I think even in case the IT peg rally higher, then I think based on the results reaction, I think the outperformance can be expected in stocks such as Coforge. So I would recommend, if you're looking for some mid cap IT based fresh buying, then Coforge can be considered. For KPIT, let this correction end, and then let there be some more dip towards the supports that I've mentioned where you can take a review.
Okay, got it. Well, Ruchit, on that front, let's take the next question. This is from Bangalore. Sindhu writes in, can I buy Paytm at the current levels? Now, this is also interesting, Ruchit, because Paytm shares have actually started to outperform even despite this weak sentiment in the markets. Brokerage houses are now giving higher targets of 900 rupees odd, saying that the regulatory issues seem to be now behind. Your own sense, technically, does it make sense to look at Paytm now?
So the short-term trend is positive. In last 3 months, we have seen that high top, high bottom structure after that entire corrective phase or downtrend phase which has ended. But immediate resistance for the stock is coming around 800, 820 range, which were the previous swing highs. So I think the risk-reward ratio here, it's not that favorable. But if you get any kind of dips, then buy on dip strategy should be kept in the stock. Where any declines towards 740, if you get, then you can look for 740 to 720, and those would be good levels where the risk reward ratio could become favorable. Stop losses on any long positions, even if existing positions are there, they are coming below 660 levels. So with stop loss below 660, use a buy and dip approach for Paytm.
Okay, let's take the next question. This is from Hyderabad. Vijay writes in, I have time Technoplast at an average price of 449. I'm sitting on an 8% loss. So should I add more here? Time Technoplast for you, Ruchit.
So overbought setups are getting cool off in this corrective phase. So, but no signs of stock bottomed out yet. Last time when such correction was there, the stock bottomed around its 100-day exponential moving average, from where it's resumed its rally. Now that 100 DMA is now seen around 365 kind of levels. So wait for some more dip. Maybe if you get around 365, those could be good levels, where bottom fishing or averaging can be done.
Okay, got it. Ramashankar Upadhyay writes in, he says, I have Godfrey Phillips at the rate of 5200. Should I book profit or hold on for long term? What would you all advise on Godfrey Phillips right now?
So right now, I think you can hold for mid to long term perspective. Overall trend is very strong, because although this stock too has seen some correction, along with the markets in this month, but we have not seen any volume based correction. So the volumes are not there when the stock is coming down, whereas the volumes are good when the stock was going up, which is a good sign for mid to long term. Strong support is around 5600, 5700 range. So downside seems to be limited in here in this one. So there could be some time-based correction rather than price-based correction before the stock resume its uptrend. But since you have a very long-term view, then I think you can hold on the stock and ride this trend.
Okay, got it. I hope this has answered your question too. We'll take the last question. This is from Ankur, and he says, what is your view on Imagica World and Jyoti Structures for the long term? Can they become turnaround stories in the future? Imagica World and Jyoti Structure. Anything that looks positive on charts?
I think Imagica World on dips towards 66 could be a good buy, where the risk reward ratio would be favorable. So overall, we have seen good turnaround already in the stock prices after that entire downtrend which ended a few months ago. That high top, high bottom structure is there, and 66, 67 would be good support for the stock. Jyoti structure I have not tracked very regularly on this one, but recently I think based on some news we did see some good price volume action. So I think here also there could be a outperformance or trended phase could be there. So structure looks positive over here also. The volumes have been very good in last 1 month. I think Jyoti structures looks good, can be bought for higher levels. And Imagica, as I said, that if it dips towards that mentioned support, those could be used as a buying opportunity.
All right, we'll have to wrap it up at that on this show now, viewers. In case we haven't been able to take up any of your queries, please do write into us for tomorrow as well. We'll be back with another edition to take up your questions. Meanwhile, thank you so much, Rujit, for answering all those questions patiently for all our viewers and helping them out with their strategies on their portfolio in this difficult hour in the markets too. Thank you so much. Yet again, wishing you all the very best for the season ahead, the festive season truly, and we hope we see you very soon back on Daily Calls and on Business Today Television. Thank you, viewers, for being with us on this edition. We'll be back soon. There's a lot more lined up for you, so don't go anywhere. It's an action-packed day for us on Business Today Television.
Your view on Zomato after this stunning set of numbers and after this fundraise that is in place. What are the charts telling you? All-time high of about 300 rupees and a very nice target raised by CLSA. What is your view on Zomato?
So looking at daily price chart, Zomato is trading into the rising channel, and looking at the number and the overall news, we are definitely expecting some good upside also from current market price. Looking at current market price, we are seeing that steep resistance somewhere around 270, 275. If today prices sustain about 270 level, then there are very good chances its all-time high, which is somewhere around 300, can be taken out in a day or two. So overall, price chart looks very strong, but